Hi, I'm Jim Carroll. I'm a futurist trends and innovation expert based in Toronto, Canada. I'd like to welcome you to my home office. It's a home office where I provide advice and guidance to some of the world's largest organizations. Organizations such as Walt Disney, Northrop Grumman, Rockwell Collins, Toshiba Australia, the Swiss Innovation Forum. I provide my insight on future trends, innovation, and how to deal with a world in which change is happening faster than ever before. Think about the rates of change which are occurring. I often share 3 statistics with my clients that provide them insight on how quickly our world is changing. Number 1, it's suggested that 65% of the kids who are in preschool today will work in a job or career that doesn't even yet exist. Number 2, it's estimated if you're taking a university degree that half of what you learn in your very first year is obsolete or revised by the time you graduate. And number 3, the typical digital camera only has a shelf life of about 3 to 6 months before it's made obsolete by the next generation of advance of technology. That's why the global media magnate Rupert Murdoch observed that the future belongs to those who are fast. It doesn't belong to organizations who are slow. It belongs to organizations that can change, that can adapt, that can evolve, and that can deal with increasing velocity of change in the global economy. So the world is changing very fast, and we now find ourselves in new and challenging economic realities. All of us are trying to figure out what it is we need to do to ensure we can achieve success given this new complex economy. I had the CEO of one client organization. He observed to his staff that we really have 3 choices. Number 1, we can panic. Number 2, we can choose to do nothing. Or number 3, we can choose to innovate, change, and adapt. Over the last 2 years, I've had the observation of watching what some of the world's leading innovators are doing to ensure that we can thrive in these new, challenging economic times. And that's what I want to share with you today. What do world-class innovators do to stay ahead of rapidly changing circumstances? So what is it that world-class innovators do that others don't do? And what can we learn about the future of human resource management from that? Well, the very first thing they focus on is that they have a relentless focus on growth. Bill Gates once observed that for a lot of people in a lot of organizations, they tend to overestimate the rate of change that will occur on a 2-year basis. They underestimate the rate of change that will occur on a 10-year basis. And think about trends over a 10-year basis. There are a lot of significant opportunities for growth. It's estimated global food production has to double to keep up with global population growth. It's estimated that within 10 years, there will be 1.8 billion people in the global middle class. That's half of the global population, up from 30% of the population today. We're witnessing significant growth with rapid rates of scientific advance, resulting in the emergence of new careers, new jobs, new industries, new lines of business. Everywhere you look, when you think on a 10-year basis, there are significant opportunities for growth. And world-class innovators realize that what they do with their human capital, how they use it, how they deploy it, will increasingly come to define their future success as they focus on growth. World-class innovators continually transition their revenue source. They know we live in a world of product hyper-innovation. Take what's going on in the world of entertainment, in the world of television. A constant flood of new technologies, new capabilities, new products that can be sold into the marketplace. In a world of product hyper-competition, opportunity is endless. This new global economy involves all kinds of twists and turns, ups and downs. It's going to be your ability to generate new revenue that hasn't existed before, your ability to enter new markets where you haven't participated before, your ability to invent new products that you have not sold before. And from a talent perspective, that's going to involve a lot of retraining. It's going to involve a lot of new knowledge. It's going to involve a lot of reskilling. It's going to be your ability to generate new revenue where it hasn't existed before that's going to define your future success. World-class innovators obsess over speed and velocity. They know that it's the pace of change that will define their future success. Whether it's the emergence of new business models, new competitors, global competition, new technologies, the world of business is changing faster than ever before. When it comes to human capital and talent, it's your ability to form fast teams that will define your future success. World-class innovators focus on transformative business model change. I live a few miles from the Ford North American truck plant. Their business model is they build 700,000 trucks, put them into inventory and hope that they sell. Honda, on the other hand, they're of a mindset that they look at what's selling this week and they say, well, maybe we'll build that next week. It's all about flexibility, and it's all about flexibility of their skills to deal with new market realities. World-class innovators get ahead of transformative business model change. I want you to think about the car company of the future. Maybe the car company of the future could be Google. They'll simply offshore the manufacturing of the car to China, to Asia, South Africa. You'll buy the car online, it will be delivered to you via FedEx. We live in a period of time in which new business models are being invented overnight. And when it comes to human capital, it's all about creativity, it's about imagination, it's about the ability to explore new ideas. World-class innovators focus on flexibility of structure as a key success factor. Increasingly, people are going to provide their skills to their clients wherever they might be in the world. What we know about this next generation is they are unlike any other generation in the workforce before. More than half of them believe that self-employment is more secure than a full-time job. They believe that, a long-term career is about 2 to 5 years. 67% admitted on their very first day in a new job, they're already looking for another job. When it comes to talent in the workforce, it's all about innovation with this next generation. The seventh thing that innovative organizations concentrate upon is continually transitioning the skills and knowledge of their staff. There's so many new discoveries, so much new knowledge happening, it's changing careers. Take what's going on in the world of construction. There's so many new design principles, the emergence of intelligent building infrastructure, the emergence of all kinds of new environmental design applications. What's happening is that building architects, design engineers, anyone involved in managing a building is finding that the knowledge that they need to know to do their job is changing at a furious pace. Take the world of healthcare as an example. It's estimated today that the volume of medical knowledge is now doubling every 8 years. The rapid advancement of new pharmaceuticals, the rapid discovery of new forms of treatment, the rapid emergence of biotechnologies. There's so much discovery going on. That's why Microsoft has suggested that for a lot of nations, some 50% of GDP in the 21st century will consist of knowledge and learning activities. That's why world-class innovators realize that one of the key concepts they need to take into the future is that learning is what most adults will do for a living in the 21st century. World-class innovators anticipate obvious future trends and change their behavior to keep up with an ever faster future. And that's what's involved with workforce innovation. Your world is going to change at a faster pace than ever before. You need to think differently in terms of what you do with your workforce. I'm Futurist Trends and Innovation expert Jim Carroll, wishing you good luck.